Happy new moon in Gemini. Let's see what our message is as a collective for this new moon in Gemini. Spirit, please connect me to the collective energy. What do we all need to hear for this new moon? What is our message? What is our guidance for this new moon? What does the collective, the people that are watching this video, the people that this video gets sent to, what do they need to know, Spirit? We have be flexible. Be flexible. Lots of things are going to be happening if it's not already happening. Lots of things going on, okay? Be flexible for the changing energies, for the back and forth, for the commotion, for the just extra-ness that's going on. Let's see what else we have. We have a be flexible. Wow. We have a seek solitude. That is interesting. Okay. So you have a be flexible, we have a seek solitude, which seems like they're counteracting each other. Okay. And then, oh, sorry, did I show you? Seek solitude. All right, let's pull out the tarot and see what Spirit is saying. What Spirit, can you give us a little bit more detail about? Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. All my tarot experts, what does this mean? Before I read this book, I'm not good at tarot. I'm only good at Oracle. Or I'm not good at it. I've worked with Oracle more than tarot. Okay, is what I'm trying to say. All right, let's see if we have any last guidance with the tarot. Any last message, Spirit, for the collective? What does the collective need to hear? Something fell on me like that. Okay, what does this say? It's hard to show these. I'll have to show them on the other end. We have the Six of Swords as well. Okay, Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. We have 3, 3, 3 right here. That equals 6. Interesting. 6 energy. What? Wait, hold on. I just got a message from one of my oh my gosh, are we in the 666 portal? I think that's what one of the girls from one of my friends. Oh my gosh, I'm acting like I don't know how to. Wait, hold up. All right, let's do one last one. These are my archetype cards. They're oracle, but they are a specific archetype. So what archetype is this? Does the collective need to embody to start this fresh start in the area of their lives that Gemini rules? Because, for you to really figure out how Gemini is impacting you on a personal level, you need to pull up your astrology chart and look at what house is ruling Gemini. That is where you're having the new moon in Gemini. If you want to be specific, shoot, I have to see what, hold on, let me see. Let me pause real quick. The new moon is happening and it's already happened, by the way. But we're gonna be feeling the effects for the next couple of days. So if you do want to work with the full moon and you haven't already, I'm sorry, not the full moon. If you do want to work with the new moon and you haven't already, you have today, tomorrow, and then probably a little bit. I'll probably say do it today, and if not today, tomorrow. Work with it, set some intentions, but also kind of think about what new starts that you want to happen in your life, or what new starts are already happening within your life. What new feelings are you having about something in particular? Probably sit with that first if you want to kind of think of it intuitively. Maybe meditate. This seeking solitude is saying that, despite the crazy energy that's going on, you having to be flexible. Maybe plans are changing, or maybe there's a lot of plans happening, or maybe there's a lot of things going on. You need to be flexible, to be able to accept what all of these new things are happening, even though it may be overwhelming, or it may be a lot. Be flexible to the active energies, but also expect like unexpected changes, stuff, lots of things. Be flexible to the things, don't be so rigid, I guess, and whatever. And then, but also at the same time, we needing to seek the solitude so we can kind of figure out, set our intentions, connect to our body, figure out, get some stillness in this chaos, to really check in with ourselves and kind of sit with what are we feeling right now? What is these new feelings that we're feeling? What is this fresh start that we feel like is starting to begin? And where do we want to tap, do we want more of that, and how can we get more of that, or how can we lean into these new feelings or these new opportunities? And then on top of that, after you do that, or whatever you do, I like to do that first, because I really like to focus on I like to put my intuition first, and then you'll use the tools, even though I just gave you this reading, so whatever. But astrology, I like to do sit with my feelings first and see what comes up, meditate, journal, see what comes up. Then I like to look at the astrology. But even though you still know, you can do it however you want, but you know what I get. You know what I mean. Use all the tools, but definitely check in with yourself. Don't just listen to the astrology. Listen to this reading and listen, have some meditation time, journal, go walk, do something, seek some solitude, have a little time to yourself to really feel all of this, everything, to sit with everything, and see what comes up. And then, what else was I going to say? Oh, and then look at where Gemini is in your chart. And if you want to be specific, look at where is 16 degrees of Gemini at your chart. Where is it? You can do that if you want to be specific, but I like to kind of you can look at both, to be honest. So where do you have 16 degrees in your astrology chart of Gemini? And where is Gemini actually in what house is Gemini ruling, and where is the beginning mark? Okay. So if you kind of want more information on it, then obviously you can, I was going to say this weekend, but that'll be so far away from now. If you need any guidance or need help, you could email me, or you can email me at Jessica@thehealthygirlhealing.com, Jessica@healthygirlhealing.com. And then I can give you guidance, perhaps. I don't know. I know what you can do. Actually, don't do that. I'm looking for some people to bring on, because I'm starting to do spiritual convos again. That's I have a podcast called Spiritual Convos, where I have conversations with people in the spiritual community. So if you would like to kind of talk about, I would love someone with Gemini, anybody, honestly, but especially any Geminis or whatever. But anybody who wants to know how this new moon is going to affect them. Actually, I'm not going to be able to do that tomorrow. Shoot. My schedule isn't as open as it is anymore. I may have to cut this part out. Okay, but anyways, so yeah, what was I going to say? That kind of threw me off. Okay, so anyways, now that we know where it is in your chart, that is where Gemini is, whatever house that Gemini is ruling in your astrology chart, and or wherever you have 16 degrees of Gemini in your astrology chart, that is where this new moon is going to be affecting you. And this is where you may be experiencing some new feelings that may be may come as a lot. You may be feeling an abundance of feelings, of new feelings, or something like a fresh start or that kind of thing, that pertains to the area in your life that Gemini rules. Okay, so I'll give you my examples a little later because I'm surely feeling it. But let's see what our archetype is that we need to embody. You're kidding me, right? You're kidding me, right? Look at this. Oh my gosh, you can't really see it. Oh, here it is. Mirror. Oh, reflector. Is that not Gemini energy? That is so freaking crazy. The twins. Wow. 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 I'm just kidding. Okay, so once again, be flexible. There may be a lot of energy. There may be a lot of opportunities coming up. Get them. Take them. Take what comes up. Be flexible. Don't be so rigid and stuck in your ways. Accept what is coming up for you. Take those opportunities. Also know if you make certain plans, with a lot of opportunities comes with sometimes cancellations, dealing with a lot of people and different energies. Things may not always happen exactly how you expect it to happen. So also be flexible and be open to just things changing. This is very mutable energy right here. Okay, being open to change, and that is the being flexible. And then seeking some time of solitude right now, because again, we need that. This is the moon talking. This is Gemini and this is the moon talking, where it's like you need to be able to connect to those feelings. You need to be away from people. So you do need to have some time to yourself, take some time to yourself. Go take a bath, go meditate, go walk out go take a walk, go to the park by yourself so you can sit with your emotions. You can feel what's coming up for you. You can journal that down, and you can figure out what intentions you want to start right now, okay? Because wherever you have Gemini in your chart, whatever house that Gemini is ruling, this is your time to be intentional about the things that you want to be starting and really working with the current energy, which is this new moon, to help offset those intentions, okay? So, then we have Six of Pentacles, which I have to look up because I don't know about tarot. Oh, so I'm still learning. So let's see. Let me see what this says. Okay. Once again, a lot of you probably know what this means already. You're probably like, how, But Six of Pentacles is about help or assistance to those who need it. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles appears when there is a question of resources. If you are in need of something, a loan, advice, etc., now is the time to ask for help. Perhaps we could remember to not just ask for money, but for our needs to be met by the material, psychological, emotional, or spiritual. Should we be so fortunate as to have more than we need, may we also have the gift of kindness and generosity to share of the excess. So the key words for this card is resources, generosity, charity, and asking for help. Yo, that is so Jupiter. That is so fucking Jupiter. That is so crazy. What you give, you shall receive. This is a time of giving. Have I not been telling you guys? What you put out is what you get. This is not the time to keep stuff to yourself. And the fact that this is the energy for the new moon. you know, which is going to be this is the new moon starts a 6-month long cycle of this energy, especially where, you know, pertaining to where it is in your chart, you know, so it is kind of like really giving, which makes me kind of think a lot, you know, it's really making me think because mine is in my 4th house, and this is kind of making me think like giving your time to your family, but also having balance of giving that time to yourself too. Giving, you know, being generous with your time, like with your family, being flexible, because I have a big family and, you know, I have a lot of siblings, and, you know, it's definitely giving Gemini energy, that's for sure. So much going on with my family. But yeah, but also like, also having that balance and giving my time, like being home and connecting to even like ancestry. Like I'm just so interested in all of this. But anyways, so that's interesting. So kind of think of where you need to be more generous, and just in general, collectively, definitely. But yeah, when you apply it to like your personal, like where Gemini rules in your chart, that actually helps too. And then lastly, oh, this is not last, sorry. 6 of Swords. We have 6 of Swords. So let me look up what that is. Okay, it says temporarily moving away from difficulties in order to gain perspective. Interesting. When the 6 of Swords shows up in a reading, its message is simple. Staying in the troubled heart will not solve whatever ails you. You are encouraged to get out and explore. It could be a trip abroad or a day trip to a more local destination. The goal is to discover a more generous perspective. That word, generosity, is very present, okay? And I literally just pulled a card, I think on the last post you guys saw, it said to be generous. So once again, giving, not keeping things to yourself. And if you don't, I'm not saying you got to give your money away, which if you have an abundance of that, this is probably a good time to give. But, you know, also giving your time, giving your gifts, giving your advice, giving your knowledge. It says, what? The goal is to discover a more generous perspective on the current situation, and to this end, changing your scenery a bit will help. Okay, of course, the solution is not to outrun your problems, so they will still be there to be solved upon your return. But when you embark on a voyage, large or small, you almost cannot help but move from a troubled state of mind into a more expansive one. So this is interesting. So just saying go, like do something new, like go somewhere new, like even if you go on like a short distance. This is also giving Mercury, matter of fact, now that I think about it, like going somewhere, traveling, like whether you can go, maybe you need to, whatever you're dealing with, you know, it's telling you that you will get a different perspective if you get a change of scenery. So that means driving to the park or going somewhere different, you know, getting out of where you are to get a different perspective, you know. So yeah, and then the key words for this is long journey, travel, feeling blue, recovery, and reset. Bruh, is that not all new moon energy? Wow. And then we have reflector, which is like we are a reflection of ourselves. No, we are a reflection of each other, you know. That is true. Interesting. We are a reflection of each other. We are mirrors to each other. What we put out, we all get. This also gives me like different alter egos too. Different two sides to the story, or two, this is very much Gemini energy, you know. On one end, you may feel this kind of way, and it also kind of makes me think of these two energies balancing this you know, need for communication, and just this change, and this like being flexible, and this openness to change, and this a lot of change and back and forth, but also having one part of you that also prioritizes that solitude. Interesting. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is your reading for the new moon. Go do something about it, you know? Don't just watch this, do something. And you got these cards, and whatever feels right for you, whatever came up for you, do that. Whatever your astrology, if you look at that as a tool, you look at these things as a tool, just use this as guidance. But really, seek some solitude so you can listen to this. This is your real answer. Okay?